I'm Donna Blanchard, and this is your ThinkTech Daily News for Friday, March 10th, 2015. After the shooting of 142 students at a university in Kenya last week, 4 Shabab terrorists involved were killed, and a 5th man, a Tanzanian, was later found hiding among the corpses. He was arrested and remains in custody. Kenya has frozen the bank accounts of dozens of businesses and organizations believed to be connected to the Shabab, and the government shut down Somali money transfer agents operating out of Nairobi at a time when millions of Somalis depend on money transfers, since Somali's banking system, along with much of the country, lies in ruins after more than 20 years of civil war. Ostensibly in reaction to the university shooting, President Kenyatta has called for the mobilization of 10,000 police recruits that the Kenyan courts have ruled were improperly hired. In Kenya, there is a known underground system in which young men raise funds to bribe recruitment officials to join police forces. Those young officers eventually need to pay off the raised funds and are financially beholden to senior officers who demand cuts from fines given out to motorists and other citizens by the young recruits. This creates opportunity and temptation, if not need, for further corruption within the police force. These are the 10,000 the president is calling upon to establish safety for the population of Kenya. President Kenyatta has defied the court by mobilizing these fellows, and the Independent Policing Oversight Authority is now threatening to sue the police chief if he carries out the presidential directive. Though the Kenyan constitution states that national security shall be pursued in compliance with the law, it is currently unclear whether Mr. Kenyatta or the country's constitution and uncorrupt court system is ultimately in power. The Pakistani parliament voted to stay out of the conflict in Yemen today, but urged its government to play a diplomatic role in diffusing the crisis there. Yemen is the Middle East's poorest country and suffered shortages of humanitarian basics before conflicts began last month. Now food, water, fuel, and medical necessities are scarce. Hundreds of citizens have been killed and 250,000 displaced. Saudi Arabia is leading an alliance to execute airstrikes against the Iran-led Houthi aggressors and deliver food and supplies to the area. When that alliance began 2 weeks ago, they announced that Pakistan was among them. Apparently, that was an erroneous assumption. Saudi is a major donor to Pakistan. They gave them a $1.5 billion grant last year and sheltered the Pakistani Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif in early 2000 when he went into exile to escape military rule. Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif visited Islamabad, the Pakistani capital, this week and urged Pakistan to only press for a ceasefire in Yemen. This decision for the Pakistanis to remain neutral comes as an unwelcome surprise to Saudi Arabia, the alliance, and perhaps most of all, Yemen. Hillary Clinton is scheduled to announce her second run for the U.S. presidency on Sunday. Mrs. Clinton posted an epilogue to her 2014 memoir, Hard Choices, on the Huffington Post this morning, in which she said, "I'm more convinced than ever that our future in the 21st century depends on our ability to ensure that a child born in the hills of Appalachia or the Mississippi Delta or the Rio Grande Valley grows up with the same shot at success that Charlotte will have." Charlotte is Mrs. Clinton's new granddaughter. Amen, Mrs. Clinton. I'm Donna Blanchard, and this has been your ThinkTech Daily News for Friday, April 10th, 2015. Happy Aloha Friday, everyone, and a hui ho.